Well, we just seen the buck that I was wanting to lay my eyes on. Just got a quick glimpse of him. He was out in the field for a little bit, recognized him, and then he went down the timber, pulled up the trail camera picture of him, and sure enough, it's him. I need to get a look at his body, and I don't have very many pictures of him to base it off of. They're looking. He might be getting ready to come back out. It might be taking this deer if I get an opportunity at him. He's a nice buck.
Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, and Realtree.
Well, it's the second evening of Missouri's opening weekend of rifle season. Yeah, me and Justin are set back up on this platform overlooking this cut bean field. In that same spot, we had an encounter with a nice 10 last night that we just weren't really sure of his age. So I went home, started looking at old trail camera photos from last year, and sure enough, I found him, and he's got to be 4 this year. So I kind of made a mistake. I should have shot him last night, but kind of always want to be, better safe than sorry. And ended up shooting a 3-year-old, so back in here after him. We actually seen him this morning, but it was way too dark. He didn't have camera light, and I'm not sure you could have shot him. But he was out here with a hot doe, and they ran down into the timber. And typically, they'll go down in there, bed up for the day, and then you can catch them feeding back out for the evening. So it's about 2 o'clock. It's raining. The front's supposed to move out, and hopefully these deer will get up on their feet. And we also have our good luck charm tonight again. He just refuses to be left behind, so right before we left, we grabbed him a blanket. Since it's been raining, he's kind of wet, so we got him a blanket. He's curled up here on my lap. He likes going. He's not hurting anything. The wind's in our favor, so why not? We're going to give it a try. He's been bringing us pretty good luck since we let him go with us, so we'll see what the evening brings. Hope it's a good night. He's hit. Got him. He's hit hard. He's hit hard. We just shot him. Oh, man. He started cutting that doe come out of the woods, and she was trotting, and he wasn't coming. And it was getting to the point where it's like, well, I thought that was her. And finally, here he comes, and I got him stopped out there in the field about 150. He was quartering too, but shooting this 30-06 with a 180 grain bullet, it'll do some damage, so I wasn't worried about that at all. I hammered him. He was hurting hard. Hunkered down. He went down that ditch. We'll give him a little while and go look for him. But I'm pretty sure I hammered him. He's a nice deer. Well, we've given him plenty of time, so we're gonna go down there and look around while we still got some daylight. That deer should be dead right there in the ditch. That bullet hammered him pretty hard, so we're gonna go down here and check it out. awesome. God dang, dude, he didn't go anywhere. Oh, God dang. All right. Well, guys, here he is. He didn't make it probably 5-10 yards into the timber there and was laid up. I mean, it's just something else. We seen him last night, and I just wasn't real sure what I wanted to do with him. And so I went home, looked at old pictures from last year, and sure enough, there he was. He showed up, and I know for sure he was at least 3 last year. So we come in here today with every means of taking him if we got an opportunity. It's awesome to be able to get out here and do what we love. I got to thank the landowners that let us go and hunt their farms. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So a big shout out to them. So we're gonna get out of here, get him loaded up. Got to run him over to my nephew. He's excited. My brother done told him about it, so we're gonna run him over there and show him off and kind of enjoy the moment the rest of the evening. Thanks for tuning in to Midwest Whitetail, the Great Plains Show.
Thanks for joining Midwest Whitetail Great Plains. It's the evening of November the 13th. We're here in northwest Oklahoma on a set we call the Alfalfa set. This is a stand set we've hunted quite a bit this year, and it's been several days since we've been in it, so we're kind of excited about it. But we've got alfalfa on both sides of us. We're set up on just a thin creek bottom that separates these two alfalfa fields, and then there's a bedding area to the south of us and a bedding area to the north of us. And even though it doesn't look like, it basically looks like we're just hunting over a dead pasture, there's actually quite a bit of alfalfa out in there. And so every evening we've sat here, we've seen pretty large numbers of deer. So kind of hoping, you know, we're getting deep enough into the rut now that we could have some fresh deer show up. So hoping for an eventful evening. About 4:45, and we just had our third encounter with the big 3-year-old Diablo. I mean, if I were guessing, that deer probably grosses in the mid-40s, maybe even 150 inches as a 3-year-old. That buck is really a challenge, and without trail cameras, I think it would be hard to make the right decision on the hoof. But again, last year, I thought obviously a 2-year-old with pretty decent antlers, and then this year, a 3-year-old with a pretty substantial jump. I looked up just now, so I'm coming across this field before I put binoculars on him, and I thought, well, there's a mature deer. So as tough as it is to pass him, it's so good to see him. I just hope he is this active next year, if he makes it through the year. Sun just set about 5 minutes ago. The wind's really died down, so it's pretty calm. So we're down to the last 20 minutes or so of light. Just the one deer so far, just Diablo so far tonight. Still some time this field so far has had a tendency to really fill up at last light. So if that happens, we'll bring it to you. If not, we'll be right back at it tomorrow. And we're going to try to hit it hard the rest of this week here in Oklahoma. So, thanks for joining Midwest Whitetail, the Great Plains.
Alright, so like 2 minutes later, we made it into the blind because it's really a hop, skip, and a jump. And feels good though. We got nice clover food plot. It warmed up quite a bit, so I would think that if something's looking to feed, they're going to be keying in on that. And then obviously, you know, you get a doe or two out here, and that's what you're looking for this time of year. If you get a doe in front of you, you just hope that that's the doe that's coming in, or that the buck's checking. So Should be a fun set. We saw quite a few bucks in here this morning. Nothing, not the big one, but we're hoping that just maybe he snuck in here, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so we got about 25 minutes left of this hunt, and this is one of the better encounters we've had. We've not had a shooter buck in front of us this whole season. Had a nice 3-year-old, I believe, came through. He was pretty tempting this time of year when you've not seen much, but Joe and I have another week left before gun season comes in, so we'll definitely be out trying to see if we kill one of these mature bucks that we have. And if you're like us and you just haven't had that stellar year yet, I guess take comfort that you're not the only one. And sometimes you just have to enjoy what you get. And we had a fun night tonight. It was fun to be out here, and just an enjoyable evening. So keep checking back. Hopefully we can get on a big one.
Hey everybody, welcome to Midwest Whitetail. It's November the 3rd, the second day of youth season here in Missouri, and I'm going youth rifle hunting. We're going to a stand called the Tick Stand. It's a pretty windy day, and hoping for a good night with my dad. So our neighbors had milo in this year. It's harvested, and they put a cover crop of wheat down. So it's nice and warm today, and we think that the deer will want to go into a green field like the wheat field. We also have a cattle pasture behind us, and the start of thick woods, which means like lots of bedding. It's a nice and windy day. The wind is going in the perfect direction for this stand, and we're just hoping for a really good night tonight.
Next opening. Do you see him? He's down in the woods. See him? He's gonna walk out into the field. No, he just went into the brush. You see him? Do you see him? He's gonna go out into the field where the cows are. At some point. See him? It seems like a really far shot.
So we had an awesome hunt tonight. It was super fun. We got to see a huge Hitlist buck named the Big 9. Super fun. I know we'll have some opportunity again for maybe another buck, but I gotta stay positive. It was a great night. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail Great Plains Show.
Well, everybody, welcome to Midwest Whitetail. Today is November the 3rd, 12th, 13th, 14th, somewhere in there. Noticing a lot of big bucks with does. A lot of does are in estrus right now. I'm just hoping that there's a doe in heat that comes out in this field tonight. Drags a buck behind her. If not, there's a possibility there could be some bucks still out checking, searching for an available doe, or maybe in between does at the moment. I'm going to use a decoy tonight. I'm hunting a long field. It's probably 500 yards long. It's not very wide, but if anything comes out and sees that decoy, maybe they'll get aggressive with it. We'll see. I do not have the wind I was expecting, so I'm definitely going to use the decoy so that I'm not messing anything up, not messing up the rest of the field. So I'm going to get in and get set up. Decoy is a lot of work. It's kind of a big pain in the butt, but hopefully it's worth it tonight, and I can pull off a kill on video. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail. Keep checking back in. Hopefully before long we have a big buck on the ground to show you.